god! Happy Wednesday, everybody! I just realized I forgot to change the background image. It is not snowing anymore. I even prepared images for this. Hold on. We're gonna go around the table while I fix the overlay. Because I literally prepared something for this. So we're gonna start with the top left of everybody's screen with Soul.
Hello everyone, my name is Soul. I use they, them pronouns. Coming up soon, aka this Friday, is the premiere on GM Dax's channel of Hunters 2012 in California. It is Los Angeles? It's
San Diego.
California. San Diego, fuck! I played this game like a year ago, but it's so good and you guys should watch it because I'm gonna be a total pest in it. Thank you, Alyssa. I really appreciate you. I play Sinark Fangbreaker, your Tabaxi roguelike, who is having a great time. Thanks. That's me.
Next up, it's Alyssa.
Hello, hello. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them. I'm in no way affiliated with Soul's game. I just saw that it was in San Diego and got excited. So that's how I remember that. But I am playing Revelation, our Aasimar no longer druid, now paladin. Warlock, don't worry about it. Rev uses she or they or whatever pronouns.
Next up is Charmy.
Yes, it is me. Hi, I'm Charmy, also known as Captain Charmy, various places around the internet. I will be playing Aurora Incineratus, the Fire Genasi, Sorcerer, Hot Girl, Nikita's girlfriend, no big deal. And we both use she, her pronouns. You can also check me out on Saturdays playing Vampire the Masquerade with Mandy over at Another World Tabletop with Story Dad. He's pretty good. Okay, that's me.
Next up, it's Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki, or feeling fancy. Pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Dayu Silverhair, Bunny Bard Necromancer. I do things. I know I do. I'm just having a rough time remembering them all. So, just go figure that out for me. Yeah. That's it.
And Mari.
Hello, I'm Mariana. I also go by Lagrimosa with a 0 on Blue Sky and other places. I draw playing D&D and stuff, and I play Nikita, the Wood Elf Barbarian, and we both go by she, her pronouns.
And last but not least, I am somewhat distracted. However, I am your Dungeon Master this evening and every Wednesday evening. And here, pretty soon, in the relative near future, we will have another game on this channel. We're going to be doing some VTM here in the near future. Vice City by Night is in the works. It is happening. You will be seeing more about that in the coming weeks. I'm very excited for that game, so, keep an eye on that. And I'm also plotting a new game that is going to be over on Magi RPG, scheduling willing. Yeah, if you want to see hot, goth, spooky pirates, keep an eye out for an announcement about a game like that. So we've got... yeah, lots of good stuff. So we're going to, it's been a little bit. We took a little break because of various reasons, travel and illnesses and things and stuff happening. It just seems to be the year for that for all of us, including people I work with who aren't even on this channel. It just seems to be a year. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for sticking with us. It's really awesome that people keep coming back, even though life gets in the way on occasion. Super grateful for all of you. When last we played, it'd be great if I got out the correct notebook. I have my new notes and not my old notes. The party essentially reached a major turning point yet again. In the last episode, spoiler alert, major spoiler alert, if you missed the last episode, go catch up on YouTube, actually. All the episodes are up on YouTube. I think the last episode still needs to be put up. I will be doing that tomorrow. But the party reached the summit of Mount Ceres, and Revelation was able to achieve her goals. It was a very dramatic turning point. There was a major choice between two very powerful entities, for lack of a better term. And Revelation, we actually need to update the overlay. Forgot about that. Because Revelation's class has changed. They are no longer a druid. They are other things now that will be revealed in due time. So, yes, a lot has changed there in terms of that. There were some other realizations as well, though this was a very big episode for Revelation in particular. The party had a lot of good talks, reuniting with one another, examining everything that's happened thus far. Had some really good learning as well. Dayu was catching up on her reading and learning about the practical applications of necromancy. Party members potentially became a little bit closer together, particularly Dayu and Revelation, in that they were, or rather Dayu was expressing worry and hope for Revelation in the coming trial that then was very successful during the month of luck and fortune. After the events of the celestial event that occurred at the summit, in which Revelation quite literally took a star from the sky and absorbed it into herself, completely changing herself on a physical and spiritual level as well. Her appearance has changed somewhat, and you will see that very soon once I have finished the updated art. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Yeah, you went back down to the Zareth clan druids to kind of check in and essentially get a quick transport back to the Vale of Night so that you didn't have to travel all the way back down Mount Ceres, all the way through Elysia to the border of the Vale of Night. And so by means of essentially teleporting through a tree strider, I think is the name of the tree strider is the name of the spell. I can't remember anything. I don't play D&D that much outside of this game anymore. And we left off with you all exiting through a portal that formed in the Shinga's tree, I believe, the very, very large tree outside of Okurai, the ring-walled city, and found yourselves back in the beautiful starlit night that is known to your home. So with that being said, you are all now back on home ground, essentially. The familiar dirt streets, or dirt path leading up to Okurai, leading to the main gates of the city, are not far beyond your reach. You... I believe I said it was raining, if I'm remembering right, when you arrived. But it is The sort of lighter rain where there are breaks in the clouds and you can see the many, many stars of the night sky above the Veil of Night. You are, I'll say you traveled up the hill from the Shungus tree. You definitely got some surprised and not so surprised looks from the druids tending the tree. And you realize that the magic connected to this tree seemed a little different. For those of you who are proficient in Arcana, I would love an Arcana roll.
What about Bard proficiency?
Bard proficiency
Somehow.
always counts, my dear. That does not change.
Oh, that's what I forgot. My dice.
My dice.
11.
11. Oh, there's certainly worse rolls. That's better than average.
Yeah, I thought it was a natural one, so I was real lucky. It was
Hey,
actually
you
a
know, I'll call that a win any day. You know what I'm saying?
One second. I'm very desperately trying to find my D20.
I have so many notes. I have multiple notebooks because I was taking notes
15.
while traveling. 15 and an 11. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. For the 15 in the group, so for Dayu, the magic that was just used to allow you to transport yourselves to Okurai is different from most magic. It is the kind of magic that is purely druidic in nature. Therefore, someone who is not a druid or someone who is not connected to the veil in some way would not have been able to connect to the Shingus tree. So it's a measure of security. You didn't notice that it held you or anything, but it seemed a little different than what you typically experience in terms of the arcane.
Oh, wow. Security is weird.
Yep.
I mean, good weird. But like, I didn't know you could put a security system on a tree.
Who's gonna steal a tree?
No, it's to get, like, through it.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
a super lock.
Dawson.
Listen, you were probably thinking the same thing, Nikita.
You should just look away.
Do any of
Sarah,
you
stop
take a
thinking
look
of
at the
this goddamn
Shingus tree
server.
before you continue?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm tired of looking at trees.
I'm gonna whack Alyssa newspaper.
Anyone
Stickers in my head.
who takes a look at it, since you have actually not visited this location before in the campaign, anybody who would like to may make a perception check.
Ooh, I want to take a look.
Say in a book.
That's so good.
Is your perception still ridiculous?
Plus 10 for a 29.
Holy
Damn.
shit!
Pretty.
We are so gay together, Alyssa, because I also got a plus 10 for 29.
Yes, let's
That's
go.
Gay. That's
Oh my
so
God.
gay.
It's super gay. I love
Anyways, 30.
it. Wow.
I
Okay,
have a
29,
plus
29,
11.
30.
Nice.
What about everybody else?
14.
Okay, that's good. 14's still good.
Yeah.
Aurora, did you decide to roll or not?
I just rolled a 3, so.
Oof. Okay. That's fine.
I saw your slow blink and I was like, you either
You're
didn't
just like-
roll or this is about to be funny.
Yeah.
Too busy looking at girlfriend.
Okay, we'll start with Nikita and work our way up. Nikita, You look at this tree. You've seen this tree before. You've definitely walked by it before. It's absolutely fucking massive. It is a giant tree. I'm talking my neighbor Totoro camphor tree giant, okay? It is humongous. And it does indeed have etchings in the bark that look like druidic symbols, potentially magical arcane symbols, runes, all manner of magical languages and ancient languages are carved into damn near every inch of this tree. For those of you who rolled 29, you see everything Nikita sees, but you notice that on the northward facing side of the tree, which is the side of the tree that is facing Okurai, there is a break in the pattern of symbols in which there is a large circular, a large circle shape that has its own set of runes inside of the circle, with lines of smaller runes kind of radiating out from it before the rest of the pattern continues all over the bark of this tree. Dayu, you know what this circle means with 30. This appears to be, from what you have read, not only of necromancy, but of druidic history, from just being interested in history and knowledge of the world, particularly in the Vale of Night. You know, this place has always been special to you ever since you came to this place. You know that much of the symbology, particularly that in the center of this tree, is of the Blood Moon Druid clan, descended from Saito Hikaru. Some of the symbols here are exclusive to that clan, though the precise meaning is lost to you because you are not a Saito. You're not of that family. They had their own subset of druidic language that was specific to that of the Blood Moon bloodline, of which there allegedly is no one left.
Allegedly. Ghosts around here? Any ghosts?
There are absolutely ghosts around here. Many of them are near the base of the tree. One of which is a tall gentleman who appears to be much taller than some of the other spirits. But they are all relatively frozen in place or on short movement near and around the tree. They seem to simply be stuck. They don't even have very defined facial features.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any that look that would stand out amongst that crowd because they probably have facial features or are not stuck in a loop?
Like, are there any spirits further away, you mean? Or just in general around here that have facial features?
In general around here, like I want to know, like, is everybody here kind of stuck, or is it like just
further out,
people that I can pick out?
Further out away from the tree, there do seem to be more active spirits around. Typical ones that you're used to seeing around here, ones that are wandering the fields or wandering the road. Some look like farmers, some look like travelers. Spirits that have been here a long time, some of which you even recognize. The ones out here by the tree, you're not sure that you recognize any of them because I don't know how much time you've spent at the Shingo's tree, given that it is a holy site that doesn't usually there's not a lot to do here. It's just the tree and the sect of druids that protect it.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. I'm gonna point out like the marks that I recognize on the tree, and just kind of reiterate like, this is from the Blood Moon sect, like Kaito Hikaru's clan.
You think this is where he's buried?
Maybe.
Roll me history.
Both of us?
Anyone?
Yep, both of you.
Okay.
If you want.
Give myself Skittles.
Yes, always give yourself Skittles.
You gotta understand. I'm gonna ask regardless. Okay.
Okay, I didn't mean to speak for Mandy though, but I remember what Mandy has said before.
You can do Skittles. Unless I say, no, you can't, it's too fast for you to have Skittles, you're pretty much fine. But it is good to ask, because sometimes I forget.
Gotcha, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
16 with Skittles.
16 with Skittles, and you got a 3, Sin?
I got a 3. I have
Okay,
a plus
well,
0 to history.
You gotta balance out that
Right.
29 you just got, so this is fine. We're
Exactly,
running the gamut
yeah.
here today. So 16 with Skittles. Okay, so Skittles for the folks at home, that is guidance. I call it Skittles. I have been in past games that have called it Skittles, and so it has stuck, because I'm a nerd. 16. I would say... Let me roll for it to decide how much you know. Okay. You know from reading that the resting place of Saito Hikaru is actually not recorded anywhere. Officially. It would not surprise you if this was his resting place, because it is not officially stated anywhere where the Hikaru family is buried.
Well, technically it's not recorded anywhere. It's kept private. But I mean, druid to a dead clan makes sense to be buried in a holy ground. Or wherever he would be buried would then be considered holy ground. Makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I wonder, because Valdin seems surprised that he's not running about and trying to fix things. Or trying to, like, do his own thing. Do you think maybe he's stuck? Do you see anything weird here?
There's like so many spirits here and they're all stuck. But you can get stuck as a spirit for a lot of reasons. We could ask.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I can't help, but like, I don't know, that just...
I meant the Kaligo Shire. I need to add more context. I'm sorry.
Oh. if we can even see them, if they're not doing their 24/7 vigil to keep stuff going. He gestures up at the sky.
I think they would want to see us and know that up north is like very fine.
Well, last time we were here, they wanted to see us, but we had to speak with Irgon instead. We might have to do the same this time.
Iragon's been around for a while, so she might know.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I could try to ask spirits, but I can't ask any around here. They're all stuck. I have to go further out.
Well, do any of them look like his statue?
Oh, you're right. We did see a statue.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
And no, you do not.
don't see any.
Okay. Well, that's at least a good thing. Probably? I don't know. I don't know what's good and what's bad right now. Death is only gonna get weirder, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You hear Maylin off to the side, Dayu. Yeah, that's pretty weird. You know?
Malin says, yeah, death's pretty weird.
Oh my gosh, can you go to the Hoshi Tea House in my honor? I love the boba there.
Yeah, we can go.
Yay! I just want to like watch people have boba. That would be nice.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get boba.
Fantastic.
Nikita's face lights up.
So
We should all go get boba.
you walk and talk up the road to the gate, and you notice something quite different about the city. The light drizzling rain has since subsided in the time that it took you to walk from the Shungus tree up the road. The gates are closed, and there are guards actively standing at the top of the ring wall and in front of the gate.
They told us this would happen.
Yep, this is super different from what you are used to. However, because you are all well known, the guards recognize you immediately. And one of the Veil Guard kind of walk up to you. It is a soldier that you do recognize. He's about middling rank. A tall, he's a different sort of Genasi. He's an Earth Genasi individual. And his name is, I think I named him Sano? Yeah, Sano. Let me write that down before I forget. And he walks up to you all. Nikita, you have worked with Sano before. Sin, I'm pretty sure Sano has arrested you before. Aurora, you recognize Sano as one of the soldiers who has personally assisted your mother from time to time. Though he is of middling rank, he is well respected, and generally a nice guy. He will nod to you all. He recognizes you. He sees that you have the writs on your person because you've been traveling with them and already had that ready to go. And he will nod in particular to Aurora because she is of noble rank in the city. Yes, Lady Incineratus, and to the rest of the party. It is good to see you again. How fare your travels?
I think pretty good at the moment. Have you been guarding the gates every day?
We have been rotating the guard, so not me personally, but yes. Your mother will want to speak with you, Lady Incineratus. The situation, he kind of looks around, because he knows he's authorized to speak to you about these things. The situation has changed somewhat here. Excuse me, Captain Incineratus has temporarily been given control of Okurai and the Vale at large.
You roboted really hard in the middle of that sentence.
And
I
out.
thought it was me.
Okay.
Everyone else thought it was them.
Yeah.
Nope,
It
that was
might
Mandy.
be. It might be Kenku. We'll see. Do I sound okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on it. He basically said, the situation here has changed somewhat. Captain Incineratus is temporarily in charge of the Vale by decree of the Kaligo Shirei, as they are still in their vigil. This is common knowledge amongst the citizens, but that is the current situation.
Have there been festering? Up to
Not
the
within
city?
the Vale, no. But there have been near the border.
Mostly south, or where have you been hearing them?
Mostly to the east.
That is where we're going next.
Thank you, Sano. We should probably
Of course.
go
Suit up.
talk to.
He will give you a crisp salute, and he will turn and say, "Open the gates!" And the guards will obey and open up the gates to the city. You notice that there is a lot less foot traffic in downtown Okurai than you are used to. Normally, the streets are teeming with people, children, families, all sorts. It is less now. There are more guards than you remember there being on the streets. Though people do not seem fearful as they walk about, it seems more subdued in terms of the very casual, carefree way of life you are used to seeing here. Where do you choose to go first?
Should probably check in with the captain, right?
That's where
think so.
Aurora wants to go.
Mhm.
Either I talk to her first, or you all come with me and help me actually retain whatever she has to say.
Like we're gonna let you go alone. Come on.
I
These
think
I know.
Kenko is giving me
She looks
problems
Nikita.
again. We're gonna turn that off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna
Keep
kick
it
out
being a
the
rude
Kenku
boy.
bot and see if that fixes things. We're gonna have to be without
Booty
music for a
the
minute, y'all.
nerd.
Right.
Can you guys still hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Yep.
Okay, great. I noticed that stuff was being weird again.
Fair.
Yeah, so you are currently at the southeastern gate area of the city. So you are nearest to, you are nearest to point number 12, which is the Hoshi Tea House.
The Hoshi Tea House.
That
Yo.
is where you are closest to at present.
And it's exactly where we wanted to go. Maybe we should grab Boba along the way.
I feel like Boba is a reward for talking to Aurora's mom.
To make 2 trips.
Just like sipping at the bottom of
Yeah,
the cup
correct.
when it's already
Literally?
empty while she's explaining things.
I love
Yeah,
that.
but what if we showed
That's
up
what
with
Aurora
snacks?
would do.
We could bring her tea. This is your chance to be a good daughter-in-law. You need to bring your Sin says this out loud as he sees the Hoshi Tea House. He looks at Nikita, he's like, "You must be a good daughter-in-law. You have to bring her tea. She's probably been working so hard. If you bring her tea, you'll be a superhero."
Can Aurora hear this?
Itagon
Yeah.
did say to approach people with tea. They tend to like that.
Exactly. Aurora can hear this.
She
and
has
she doesn't hear this
servants to
aloud.
bring her everything she wants. Is
Yeah,
what
but
Aurora will say.
Boba?
Will she ask for it, Aurora? Will your mother ask for help in this trying times?
Kazuhiko and I used to bring each other's families presents too, and now look, I don't have to bring anything. I just show up.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if she'll even like it, but if you want to try, easier to gift things to my dad than to my mom.
We could get him one too?
Oh yeah.
He's probably busy.
And the grandmother.
No, she would appreciate it.
Three.
Nanny,
I'll help you
will
carry
do.
it.
All else fails is just extras for later.
Exactly.
Do we have any jars to put boba in?
Yes. So many jars. All my jars are empty. I need to restock them. But maybe not with soup. I'm a little tired of soup.
Mm-hmm.
Put something else in the jar.
So we'll stop on the way to. Wait, does Belgar have their own HQ? Can't remember right now.
Yes. I should know this.
Or is
Oh,
it
I
like
guess.
in the
positive.
center? Let me see.
What is the question?
If the Veil Guard has like a separate area, like building where Aurora's mom would be at this moment, or if it's like within the Sedesk building.
So they wouldn't be within the Setesk. The building right next to the Setesk is the Veil Guard headquarters. There are smaller stations, for lack of a better term, where guards will, where a couple of guards will be posted at a time throughout the districts of the city in case there's any issues or somebody needs help. But yeah, the building right next to the Setesk is really the place to go.
Okay, we're heading there, but Aurora's also looking at the house because if she sees movement of staff, she'll know that something is afoot there.
So in the center of the ring-walled city, so the area that you're seeing on the map on the screen right now, everybody at home, number 1 here is the Setesk. The little T-shaped building directly next to that, to the south of that, is the headquarters for the Veil Guard. And a little bit to the west of that, building number 6, is the Incineratus Palisade. You live very close to the Setesk. Your family home is in the center area of the city. So all of those locations are practically neighbors. So it would be very easy to go from place to place. She is most likely at the headquarters, though.
Let's beeline it there. If I know her, she's working.
Mm-hmm. So you move along off towards, yes, the X marks the spot, absolutely. Spart. I can't talk. The Spart. Listen, it's been a long
Same.
It's been a long fucking day, y'all. I'm exhausted. I was up till 3 a.m. last night. I'm so tired. So X marks the spot. Yes, that is the Veil Guard HQ. You beeline it there, so you go past the outer neighborhood through the central neighborhood into the center ring area of Okurai, and make your way straight to the headquarters. There are way more guards here. Way more. They're everywhere, which, again, unusual. It seems some conscription has taken place. Some are not as active as others. Some are actively on guard, etc. They are, some of them are, like, waiting for their shift. In some regard, some are on watch. But you make it up to the building. You've been greeted by the Veil Guard at every aspect. All of them know who you are. Pretty much the entire city knows who you are. You are on home ground. You are well known here. So you don't have to worry about traveling through this area. Whereas if you were not known here, you would probably be getting, like, the business. But you're not. So you enter into the headquarters area, where there is that courtyard that has the fountains near where Aragon's chambers are, but you are taken to a side office room where Nova Incineratus herself is sitting at a desk. And she will stand when she sees you enter the room.
Aurora, like, hesitates in the doorway.
No, she
but...
immediately goes to you and pulls you into a hug if you let her.
Yeah, she's surprised, but she'll hug back.
She will, as if remembering herself and that other people are here, will let you go. Not quickly, but probably more quickly than she might have wanted to. She's got her hands on your shoulders.
What happened?
Well, first of all, it
Why
is
are you...
good to see that you are in one piece. And that you are all here, and she looks at everyone seemingly unharmed until she notices the scar on Nikita's neck.
2 almost beheadings.
You
Sin doesn't say that out loud.
like that?
No, Sin doesn't say that out loud. I'm just noticing. I'm like, there are 2 almost beheadings because Sin still has that gnarly ass shit too.
Yeah, she's definitely taking note of everybody's new scars. Revelation has some scars up her neck and up to her cheek. Nikita's got the scar all the way around her neck. Sin's got a pretty gnarly scar around half of his neck. And is definitely very intently looking at you, Aurora, because she's noticing evidence of injuries on others. It is good to see that you are all in one piece, at least. She looks to each of you in turn. As for what happened, you might all want to sit down. And she'll motion
Revelation
you.
will not sit down.
If you wish. And she will kind of lean back against her desk. She doesn't sit behind her desk. She doesn't put a barrier between herself and you all. You see piles of paperwork on her desk. She's got bags under her eyes. Her sword is leaning up against the desk as if to be ready at a moment's notice. And she just kind of sighs for a second. Things are stable here for the moment. Reinforcements have arrived. But some things are going to be different here for a while. The barrier is getting weaker. And we have yet to find the source, and since you are here, I assume that means that either everything is fine up on Mount Ceres, or the place of power was destroyed. If you could let me know which is which, that would be
The Mount
ideal.
Ceres druids are well and keeping the place safe.
Excellent. So that means that there are 3 places left that it could be. I have already sent parties to 2 of them. I sent a party west to Fauchus, and I sent a party south to go to Porto Palis in the Hraketh Sea. I needed powerful druids for that particular location.
If it provides any ease, another ally you can call upon, if he hasn't already made his way here, is Valden. He is awake again.
She nods. I have heard rumblings that he is around. He has not arrived here yet.
It was very recent. I mean, well, within the last 2 weeks or so.
She'll nod. Knowing him, he is checking on Hallowgate and ensuring that things are going the way he wants before he makes his way here. That would not surprise me.
Aurora pulls up a chair, but right beside her mom, and hangs onto her hand, and she sits down and says, we have reason to believe that we should go to the wilds to look as well. We did get a little bit of direction on where to go once we're there, and I guess magical influence to guide us once we arrive.
Yes, I have a feeling that that is going to be the source of what we are looking for in terms of what is wrong. I have heard nothing from the Queen of the Hraketh Sea, which is generally good news. Vesta, or I should say the descendants of Vesta, have not stated anything from Fauchus. But I have heard some things about the West that are concerning. I'm hoping that the party I've sent out there will be victorious in whatever it is they find. As for the Amaria Wilds, if you did not return as promptly as you did, I was getting ready to send another party there. Because we have tried to reach out to Morrigan, and she did not answer. That is not normal. I think something is wrong. But with the barrier needing to be maintained and everything else, I can't spare any of our guards. If something happens here, she shakes her head.
Yes, you'll need everyone here. We heard from the guards at the gate that festering have been sighted at the borders.
Yes.
Will probably continue to get worse.
The Eastern Pass has been locked down, so to speak. But since it would make your journey easier, we are willing to temporarily open it up to allow you to pass. And Aurora, you know that the eastern pass is very, very close to where Dante disappeared.
Cool.
And you can
She's,
see
like, sweating.
you can see the sympathy in her eyes when she tells you this, because she is sure that you do not want to go there.
Other than the reinforcements arriving, did anything else happen while we were away?
Other than the fact that nobody can get a hold of Morrigan, and we are going to be reaching out to the Queen and Vesta's descendants today, ahead of the parties arriving, to ensure that everything is well. The only news I have for you is more of a local variety rather than situation at hand. We have received word that the Prorex Martinus is willing to provide forces from Wintergate. I have been told that he has made petitions to the druids in the area as well. And so now that we know that all is well with the druids on the mountain, given that they are notoriously quiet, we should expect more druids to arrive here, whichever they can spare from their contingent. And she picks up a piece of paper, kind of reading off some of the updates, which include Blockade is still being rebuilt, and a pending item, a mage from Fauchus is seeking entry to the Vale, claiming that he can assist with strengthening the Barrier of Night. He is allegedly very powerful, but he has not yet been vetted, nor has he been allowed into the Vale of Night at this time.
What does he look like? Do you know?
I do have a sketch from one of our hunters. She kind of looks to her desk and shuffles some papers about, pulling a sketch that she received from one of her spies, and hands it to you.
Is it the gentleman?
You immediately recognize him as the gentleman with the sword cane that you saw at Prorex Martinus's office in Wintergate. One of the Unsleeping Eye. The paperwork you see also states that he has a royal decree from one of the princes of Fauchus to be granted entry to the Vale of Night, and that political pressure is currently being put onto Nova Incineratus to allow this man to enter the Vale.
Looking at Sin's face journey. Is this good?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know about the political situation in Elysia, but I have reason to believe that this man is part of an organization that might have orchestrated a poisoning of the Elysian royal family.
You also see his name as part of the paperwork. He goes by Franco del Pozo.
Like Franco de Bozo.
The Bozo!
That's a villain-ass name.
So that is that is the individual that you have been informed about.
Yeah, and that's what Sin says in return to Nova, that take care. I would talk to I when we were in Elysia in Wintergate, I came upon people who might have been talking about the poisoning. I left this information with the Prorex. I'm not sure if he was able to gather anything afterwards.
About the assassination attempts.
Yes.
Yes, I did receive a report about that from Lord Martinus.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that the investigation has so far been a dead end. Whoever did this covered their tracks very well, even in such a way that magical means could not divine what occurred and how. I can only assume that whoever did this has a very powerful mage on their side. And she taps the paperwork and the sketch of the gentleman that you saw in Wintergate.
So, very powerful mage who could have had a hand in something, but is not yet proven. So, how will you stop from letting him in?
Well, so far, the excuse that we cannot weaken the barrier in any way at this time has worked. He is waiting in a camp outside of Blackade, hoping for entry, but I will do all I can to delay him. He is not powerful enough to affect the barrier himself, and if he wanted to do so, if he's as powerful as he claims to be, she shrugs. Maybe he could, but he hasn't yet. He probably knows what will happen if he does.
He'll die a gruesome death, right? That's what happens if he tries.
If I have spies on him, and if he makes any movements that I deem inappropriate, I will make sure the matter is taken care of. She and Kazuhiko exchange a look, actually, when she says that.
So this man
Yes.
wants to come in, claims to be able to help, but I don't know, why doesn't he to be given, if he could help, I don't know, maybe I'm not misunderstanding, but if he's very knowledgeable and helpful, why does he need to be let in if he can do anything with this barrier to begin with? Am I misunderstanding something here? He needs to be granted entry to help out with what's going on, or what does he know? What does he need? What is his motive to go in?
He has been given a decree by one of the royal families of Fauchus to assist us. However, I have never heard of this mage before. I cannot find his name in any records. I don't even know if the name provided is real. And secondarily, what your companion here just said confirms my suspicions further. I do not believe that this man is who he says he is, which would lead me to believe that he has nefarious purposes here. It is my job to protect the Veil. And if things don't check out, well then, she shrugs.
Do you know the prince who's supporting him?
I do. He's a spoiled little upstart from a minor royal line who likes to throw his weight around on matters like this. He has no reason to send a mage out here. It does not make any sense.
I have another question. Just because I have a feeling.
Anything.
When you were getting your reports in from Blockade, have you heard anything of an old man wizard named Vanith?
She shakes her head no. No.
Alright, this could be a very big stretch, but do you guys remember that old man that was very powerful?
Yes.
Yeah. Who was looking
he
for his
had-
daughter?
In
Who had
Fouches.
lived who lived in Blockade, I thought.
Mm-mm. Resides, well, daughter might have lived, but he resided in Fouches.
Yes.
But he also wore robes of the Unsleeping Eye. A stretch, maybe, but if they have agents everywhere, then we would have we would know of now 2 very strong mages coming out of Fouches. With the Unsleeping Eye symbol.
When you say the Unsleeping Eye, Nova kind of raises a brow. You mean the ancient organization that Valdin started?
But no longer has any control over.
Modern now. Secretive.
I see. Huh. So you think these wizards are gathering? Potentially? I will have my spies look into it.
Doing something.
She'll
Maybe they
nod.
are here to help, but I don't know if we can. This is so mean. I don't know if we can kind of be that nice, that generous with our beliefs here. I don't know. It's too convenient.
We have no reason to trust them. With everything we've seen and we've heard,
That's
there's nothing
reason
established
enough.
there.
That's reason enough for me.
Exactly.
I have no intention of letting him in. Unless I find information that validates his position or any reason why we should let him in, which I have found none. I have no desire, no intention of allowing him into my city. Or our country.
Yeah,
It might be better if we get a chance to talk to him. If instead of having to let him in, we could interact, maybe try to gain some information, and someone who is better at these kind of things can see how legit he seems. Just Ranson. We could meet with him after we go to the markets. So you can hold him off.
She'll nod. I can certainly do that.
You may not believe it, Nova, but I have actually become quite good at talking to people in authority.
You just see a slow smirk. Totally incredulous. I see. Well, that is good to know, though I don't know how much it will help you in the wilds, given how treacherous they are. Though, your ability to speak to others in general may help you when encountering wild folk.
Wild folk. Who's that?
Anyone who lives in the wilds. There's a name that they choose for themselves.
Okay, maybe that was obvious to others, but it was not to me.
It's a bit of a more local nickname.
When's the last time you went to the wilds?
Not since your sister disappeared.
Okay, it's been a little while.
Yes, it has been quite some time.
Has it been that long since anyone has heard from Morgan?
I believe the last correspondence we have from her is from a few months ago. Normally she checks in on her own. But the increased activity coming from the east of the festering has me worried. I would have expected a country like the Amaria Wilds to naturally fend off the festering. Something that
Fire
above
burns down
table.
forest.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, Cindy said fire burns down forests.
And above table, you have all heard legends that the Amaria Wilds are often referred to as alive, and that the trees and plant life there will purposefully mislead travelers to make them become lost. Unless you are of the wild folk, you will frequently find yourself either going in circles or ending up right back where you started.
Do we need a contact to help us find our way through?
I think this is the moment when she recognizes that Revelation is not wearing druid robes anymore and sees that she is wearing armor. Miss Ward, if I may ask, are you still of the druidic persuasion?
Rev pauses and thinks about lying and realizes that it would serve no purpose here. And so instead of just lying for fun, because she has turned over a new leaf, will answer honestly and say, no, that changed on the mountain, but I doubt I would have been much help in the first place. Trees and animals were never quite my speed.
She'll nod. I can respect that. We all choose our own paths in life. She'll nod to the armor. It suits you.
Doesn't it? She looks great.
Rev will smile.
We could attempt to find you a guide, unless you know of anyone that you would like to bring with you. A druid or one of the wilds would potentially be the best route.
I can only think of two people. Wolf, but they had amnesia.
It's been a while.
Or we did befriend the farmers that we saved. I think they're still alive.
They were going to Blockade.
Above table, are we talking about the Starling family?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god, okay.
because
That's
I
an
remember where
episode
they
3
were-
throwback. Holy shit.
Because I remember where they were from. That's why. So I was
Yeah.
like, that's the only two people that I like. The two categories that I know.
Yeah.
Amnesia Druid, family of 4. So yeah.
Well,
But no, but they were from there, so it's like I don't know.
Did we ask them why they were leaving?
They were coming to sell stuff in Blockade.
Okay.
That's why
Merchant
we
family.
had the carriage, and then
Okay.
Could Okurai spare a druid for us?
certainly. I can't see why not.
Spare druid?
Spare druid. Do you have a druid to spare?
Please, sir. Just one druid.
Please, sir,
Just
may I
one
borrow
little
a
guy.
bit of sugar? May I
Just
have a
one
druid,
little
please?
guy. Could perhaps
sir.
change
Oh
into
my
a
God.
rodent. Little
You're just
bird.
like still jingling the cup,
It's a
but it's like a druid who's like shifted into like a
I'm-
bug or something.
I'm
Sorry.
screaming.
One day I'll get to play a starving Victorian orphan, and that will be my magnum opus.
Is that gonna be you in the pirate game?
If I get in, I'll if I get in, maybe I'll do that.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Yeah, so I think as you're discussing past acquaintances that you have met, she will look to you and say, well, Melon Reflection has informed me that they will be taking a short break from Vigil once you arrive. Since you are here, I will have to ensure that they are aware if they're not already. So perhaps take some time to figure out your next move. Maybe get something to eat. I don't know how long you've been on the road. Have a brief rest. If you need supplies, you know that you can take whatever it is you need for your journey. And I will send someone for you when Melon is ready. So,
Okay, thank you. Question.
Yes.
Is Dad at home or is he
yes,
wrapped up in the business?
I'm so sorry. Yes, he is home. Your grandmother is also home. Oh, yes, and she turns to her desk and produces a envelope that she hands to Sin. This is for you.
thanks.
This was supposed to be sent out today, so I believe your family is in the city presently. You may want to go visit them.
Yeah. Yes. And then he like looks at Nikita and he's like, "Oh, and Nikita bought you some tea."
When you give her tea, like when you give her the tea, I assume you're giving her like one of those little tins that has the loose leaf in it.
Oh, I thought we got her like some made tea from the tea house.
Yeah, I mean if you bring her like a jug
Yeah.
of tea or something like that, just whatever it is, you hand it over to her.
Yeah. Light ice,
she-
so it's not like all watered down, you know?
Yeah, she'll there's no to-go cups in Okurai. I don't know. Listen, you guys have boba. That was pushing the envelope
We
for me
also have
because I have a
strawberry
boba
milk.
meme. You do have strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk is an alchemical concoction, okay?
Look, I'm just trying to be considerate. Sue me.
So maybe you bring a thermos or a small jug.
yeah.
that has tea in it, and she will very gratefully take this from you and smile at you and say, "Thank you very much for this. I could certainly use some tea right about now." You can tell she is so tired.
Yeah. Enjoy it. You need the break. You've been working hard.
Yes, it is a lot to manage by myself. Normally, I have the others to work with. She kind of rubs her temples. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. I'm perhaps not as together as I typically would be. But we will talk more. I will gather more information that is relevant to you so that you don't have to sit here waiting for me to gather myself. But go get your supplies, visit your people, and I will send a messenger for you or send you a spell to let you know to come back.
Really quickly above table, because I might have missed it.
Yes.
Is Hollowgate's people fucking here yet? Or are they in blockade? I can't remember. Was it even mentioned? Because we did send for them.
Lysia was mentioned. The Prorex was mentioned. Yes. That is a great point.
Reinforcements have arrived. Was that referring to those reinforcements?
I thought it was referring to Prorexes.
I was talking about
They
forces
came in,
from Elysia.
those two things came in separately.
Yes. Yes. Hallowgate. Yes. They did indeed. That is part of the reason why you're seeing a lot more soldiers. Not all of them are in Veilguard regalia. So yes, there are some from Hallowgate. Nope, that's it. Yep.
Okay.
That's it for the forces there. I was checking my notes. It's been a week since I wrote these, so.
Sin's proud of it. Sin's like, I helped negotiate.
No, it's a good thing too, because I was about to just cast sending to yell at him.
Oh.
Was sharing my trauma then enough? Like, I was about to do that. Was sharing my trauma on repeat for everybody. I was gonna do that, but it's okay. They're here. We're good.
Oh my god.
I think while this is sort of wrapping up, Sin looks at Raven and is like, "Are you going to go see your mother?"
Yeah, it's probably faster if I head out there than try to send for her. It's only a few hours away.
Do you want me to come with you?
Would you like to?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, I don't know exactly what's been going on, but that talk you had up on the mountain was pretty serious. And so I wanted to, if you want some support when you go home, I'd love to go with you.
Yeah, I'd like that.
You got it. And I'll just check it on the tots here real quick, and then we can go. Would you like to come with me?
Sure, yeah.
All right. What's a date?
Then you should bring tea.
I should bring tea.
You should.
Well, the kids don't like tea so much.
Yeah,
Maybe
but do you
some
want to be
cocoa.
a bad son-in-law?
Oh, to mother! Your mother. Your mother. A parent. Yes.
Nikita like pats
does
down
your
your
mother
shoulder
like-
like hell yeah.
Does your mother like tea?
Yeah, she does.
All right. That's what Sin has to say.
As we're heading out, Aurora just turns back to her mom and says, later I'll see you at home for a little bit, hopefully.
Of course. I will
Okay.
be taking a break this evening, so if you are around, I will be home.
Yes. I'll see you there. Okay, bye.
She'll give you a little wave. Be safe. And you all depart. So, me.
Aurora's like visibly relieved, but seems a bit anxious after that meeting.
You did good. Yes?
Thank you. Hi.
And she seemed
do that
happy
one.
to see you.
Yeah. She was happy to see me. Eventually, I'm sure I will feel the same. Not that
Give
I'm
it
not
time.
happy she's okay. Just,
Give it some
Go on.
time.
Told you about the tea.
Yeah, I was surprised. She actually is looking forward to taking a break with that tea.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she wasn't thinking to ask for anything because she's been so busy. So, not a bad note. Or maybe she just took it to be nice to me.
I don't feel like Captain.
Immediately, everyone. No!
Not really in character.
Huh?
That was so funny.
What the fuck?
I don't think.
You okay?
Okay. I need an adult.
What happened?
I don't know. You guys are cray cray.
I think
Yeah.
Captain Incineratus was very happy to see Aurora alive and well, and very thankful for the gift of tea, because mums like to be thought of. She looks like really, really tired. You know, like her shoulders were like this. Not
Well,
this.
usually she doesn't have to be like the leader of the area. She's like support the leaders of the area. It's a lot. She's probably up even earlier than normal,
Mm-hmm.
and she's still at work right now. Usually, she'd have a break by now.
Mm-hmm. She might need to be a little bit gentler. For a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to tell her what I was gonna tell her. I can always. We'll be back soon, right? No. Big deal.
You
I
could
also
write
think you-
her a note.
Mm-hmm.
As I don't have parents, didn't really grow up with parents, so I can't really say that my advice is the most I think that that thing that you have to tell her, she would much rather hear directly from you than on a note. Especially because of how much it has hurt both of you.
Don't want to cause her more stress right now if it's already very stressful. It could, put her in danger if she's preoccupied when she should be focusing on, protecting everyone.
Your mom's very smart. You could ask her and see if she's willing to hear something that could be stressful.
I think she'd want to hear from her daughter.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Of course.
She'd be happy to. I don't want to make you feel pressured to do anything.
I should just, help making a decision. And I appreciate you guys for that.
If you
I'm not
feel
sure if you
like-
noticed, but
No, go, girlfriend, go.
you... I'm not sure if you noticed, but in that entire conversation, it was very productive between the two of you, and I know that you've told me the dynamic is, and we've seen how the dynamic can be. But she was taking you seriously. She was respecting your word, and appreciative that you were there. I think that's something to work with.
Well, she was kind of out of sorts. I mean, it's more like back after Dante. She wasn't all put together like usual. Somehow easier when she's having a difficult time for us to talk.
When people need each other, their barriers break down.
Looks at Rev. Looks at Sin. I guess I can see that.
His tail perks up.
You want to get something to eat?
Yes. Not soup.
Not soup.
Not soup. And I
As me
think
and Ronnie, one brain cell today. It's
Girlfriends.
And I think on that note, as you all head either in your own directions or together to grab a meal before you depart to go visit your friends, your family, people you've made connections with, etc. This is a great time to take a little break because the GM needs to get up and walk around. I'm like antsy. So we will see you guys in a few minutes here, and when we come back, we will get into the we'll jump straight into the family and friends visits portion of the evening. So stay tuned, everybody. Get up, grab a snack. Don't forget to hydrate before you dehydrate, and we will see you in a few. Bye. Hello, everybody. We are back. Discord is being very weird for me, even when I turn Kenku FM off. So I think it might just be a Discord thing. We're gonna try to power through because we're not dropping frames. We haven't dropped frames since earlier in the night, knock on wood. So we're just gonna do our best. We are going to pick right up where, well, actually a little bit after where we left off. So you all went and got a meal. And we're gonna move right into everybody's visits. Who wants to go first? Do we want to do the Synarch connections? Do we want to do Revelation? Aurora? Dayu? Anybody?
Rev is happening after Sin, so
Okay, so Sin.
not Rev first.
We'll start with Sin.
I was just about to say, like, maybe we could sandwich it.
Yeah, we can sandwich it. Do you read the note that you have?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just like, oh,
It looks like a missive that was set to go out with perhaps one of the messengers or one of the scouts to be taken to the next, post station, since the borders to the Vale are closed currently. There are magical means and other means to deliver messages outside of the Vale. What you open up and see is information from Gaudry and Mirthal. Basically updating you on everything that's been happening, including some very big news. Mirthal and Gaudry, in the wake of Tani deciding to live full-time at the Nightstep Dojo and continue her schooling there, have decided, after, talking things through, to actually adopt Rue and Vaughn to keep them together. Since that is what the kids wanted. So they have decided to move forward with that. And the note from Gaudry is they're worried with everything going on, that they are going to need to start preparing to move west, because of the turmoil, the fear about the barrier, and essentially, for the moment, are staying to keep an eye on Tani, who does not want to leave. Tani does not live with them. She is living at the dojo, but Rui and Van don't want to leave her behind. So that is currently the status. The date on this letter is from a couple of days ago. So this is very recent.
That's a tough decision. All right. He looks at Rev. He's like, all right, do you have any questions for me about who we're going to see? How do you want to be introduced? And yeah, those are the two questions I have.
I mean, Rev has a lot of questions given what she and Sin talked about on the roof of the hut and Sin's feelings about being loved or not, but will not bring those up before going to meet his two exes.
Okay, but how obvious are you about this? Hold on.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, no, Sin's like, all right. You got the face. You got the eyes. Hit me. Come on. Rip the bandage off.
When we left Okurai for the first time, I was under the impression that you and your exes left on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
From what you told me in Alicia, though.
You ever dated someone you grew up with?
Not quite grew up with, but knew for a while.
when you date people from the time where you're young, you sort of let each other's bad habits grow in ways that you might not when you're older. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't the perfect partner either. But sometimes it really felt like they felt like it was hard to love me. And sometimes it felt hard to love them too. Before all this, I never thought I would leave Okurai. The idea of leaving gave me hives. It was our biggest fight. And it's, in the end, what kind of broke us. There was so much that I saw that they didn't. There's so much things that I thought that my values, my desires, that just, once we grew up, they didn't really match anymore. And falling out of love with someone that you've known for your entire life sucks. And seeing them fall out of love with you and love you different, it kills you a little. Because I used to be the person that made them laugh and, brought fun trouble. And then I was the aimless idiot, causing drama. I love them. I don't think I'll ever stop loving them, but it's different now. It's family instead of romance. And there's always going to be those little painful cuts that instead of healing up, we just don't touch anymore.
Yeah. That makes sense. So then how would you like me to show up to this meeting? Should I? Would you rather?
I'm sure I've told Mythal and Grodry about you before as a friend. Helping me with my attempts to break into the Caligo Shire. And I'm sure they will probably remember you as my friend. And if anyone knows how I like to care for people, they're some of the people who would know the most. And so, as long as you're comfortable with coming, we're just going to be probably talking about the news. And he waves the paper around. He probably gave you the big, the small rundown. And honestly, it's probably going to be a short conversation, a little hello. And I'm always happy to introduce you as my partner. At the very least in crime.
Yeah, the Rev sort of reaches out, squeezes in his hand. Says, at the very least.
Alright, well, and if you want to duck out at any time, just give me 2 hand squeezes and I will make an excuse. And again, like, it's really, this is a thing that is probably a lot better for the kids. You know, I don't know. I hope this mission will be done quick, but I don't know. There's so many things now that I have to do, want to do. Godry and Rethal are probably a lot better, more stable than, I don't know. Plus, there's someone I really want to travel with now. Smart.
I mean, who wouldn't want to travel with Smar? If you'd said Bougie, we might have had a fight, but Smar.
Listen, I know when you get along with people.
You don't have to worry about me for this, Synarch. I'm happy to be by your side.
All right. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
I mean, you said the kids don't like tea. Should I bring something else?
Sweets. We need sweets. You'll bribe them so quick.
It's so real.
Great.
Oh,
So stopping by a sweet shop before we go.
Sin's gonna be like, you have to buy them Competo. You giving them Competo, they're gonna lose their minds. It's little star candies.
Yeah, just point out what they like.
So, on your way to visit the home of Mirthal and Godre, you stop at a little sweet shop, pick up a couple of things, and go ahead and approach the residence. You can see evidence in the yard of children being around. There is a swing in one of the trees now, when there was not before. There's a couple of toy swords, like little wooden swords, strewn about near the back door, or I should say near the side door, excuse me. Just general evidence. Looks like the banister of the porch. Looks like somebody picked some flowers and like lined up the little daisies and posies and such on top of the little banister, like kids like to do. Just little glimpses of what Rui and Vaughn have been up to as you walk up to the door and knock. And as you do, you hear scrambling on the other side, somebody's here on the inside of the house. And you hear, you hear Rui being very excited, and you hear Van going, just a minute, ever the responsible one. As you hear Rui running around excitedly, and Van, who is just being very reasonable, and you hear Vaughn go, Mom, somebody's at the door. And you hear muffled sounds of Godre speaking, as you hear a couple of sets of footsteps approaching the door, and you see, in all of her splendor, a little fawn lady in pink dress, with her hair all done up as per usual. She's very fey looking, with a little halfling child, kind of hiding behind her skirt, peeking at who is at the door. And the second they see you, and you also see Rui, little kobold head peeking from the doorway, goes, Sin! And just leaps out of the doorway into your arms before anybody else can make a move.
Sin catches Rui easy and laughs, and he's like, wow, Mom, someone was at the door.
She turns bright red because she's still getting used to being called Mom. And she sees Revelation and gives her a polite nod and a smile. Revelation, I assume it's good to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
And Vaughn will kind of step out, and he has met. I'm pretty sure, Rev, you've met the kids before, haven't you?
I would imagine if they also get, which we know they get pulled into some of Sin's hijinks, so.
Vaughn just kind of looks up at you and is like, "Hi, Rev. How are you?
Hi.
Your armor's cool."
Thank you. It's new. It was a gift.
Oh. And he looks at Sin. "When do I get armor?"
I
Immediately.
did not- That was not me. I made the stars. I plucked a bit of the night sky down for a revelation, actually, and he gestures at the at the jar. But the armor, unfortunately, not my thing.
He immediately is like giving the curious little, you know how kids do, they give like a little side eye, like they're trying not to look, but they're obviously looking at the little jar with the sparkles inside. He's like, "That's cool." And Gaudry just kind of laughs. "Where are my manners? Would you like to come in?" She'll kind of step back as the kids are just... Rui is climbing you like a little jungle gym. Because that's what he does when he sees you. And Gaudry will step back, and you hear Mirthal in the kitchen peek his head through the doorway. He says, "Oh, hey, Sin! Welcome back!"
Hey!
And he'll
What's
give,
up, father figure?
He'll give Rev a little wave. Because you've probably met... Gaudry's probably the only one of the two you haven't seen in passing. And Mirthal will be like, "Hey, Rev."
Rev will give a little wave as well. Hi, thanks for inviting us over.
"Yeah, of course." And they'll let you in. You all shuffle into the main room. Rui is refusing to let go of Sin, of course. And Vaughn is being very mature by comparison. He is being very chill, even though he's like looking at Rev's armor because he's like, "I want that." He doesn't say it again after the first time, but you can tell that he's just like, "I want cool armor."
Yeah, Sin is patting Rui and Vaughn, and he's just like, "Just so you know, Revelation is my partner now."
Oh. Does that mean you guys smooch? Rui immediately.
What do you know about smooching, kid?
Nothing. He looks embarrassed. "I don't know anything about that." I feel like I need more whimsical music for this for some fucking reason. He just kind of, actually, I think this one might be good. Is this a sneaky one? Oh, this is
yeah.
actually perfect. Hell yeah. Because the kids are just like, "So, does that mean we have 4 parents now?"
You have 3 parents for sure.
Rui just kind of looks at you, like, with his big kobold eyes, his big little anime eyes, and he's like, "If you wanna later, you could be a parent too." He's collecting parents like Pokemon cards, this orphan child.
Rev, very like, "I don't know how to respond to this. I don't know what the responsible thing to say is."
Van is like, "Rui, you can't just say that to people. Adults adopt us, not the other way around." He's like, "Why not? She's cool looking. And her armor is
fine.
super awesome."
And we brought treats, and we'll grab
The children
out the
immediately treats.
will sort of look at the two parents like, is it okay to give to them right now?
Gondry will laugh. You know what? I would say, since you're all home from your journey, at least for the time being, that this counts as a special occasion. And before she even finishes saying special occasion, the kids are like, yes! Treats! They're immediately like hopping. They're both on the ground in front of you, standing and hopping in place very excitedly, Rev, because you're the one who's holding the box.
Yeah, and Rev will sort of hand it over to them.
Ah, their eyes get really big. And they immediately take the box into the other room. And Mirthal is like, well, I guess I should make tea before they eat all of the candy. Steps back into the kitchen to make tea. Godre will motion for you guys to sit down. Sorry, they've been a little cooped up lately with everything going on, so they're excited to have something different happening, I think. And she'll motion for you guys to sit.
Yeah, we had a little bit to eat before we came because we came straight from Elysia, honestly. Spoke with Captain Incineratus before I got your letter right there in the office.
Oh, I guess it hadn't gone out in the post yet. We wanted to warn you in case we weren't here when you came back so that you knew that we were thinking about moving along.
Yes. And do you want to wait till like after tea? Do you want to take advantage that the kids are not like right here?
Yeah, we can talk about it now. Let them be excited about the candy, which thank you for that, by the way. They love stuff like this, so it's nice, really nice gesture. Yeah, with all the talk about the barrier that I've been hearing and the increased guard, I'm a little worried for really the safety of all the citizens, but especially the kids.
I would say before our visit to Elysia, I would have very much supported and would have even bankrolled you going out to the west. But I think out of the directions to go, the west is not a great place to go right now.
Why not?
He looks at Rev and then looks back and is like, royalty issues?
What about Southmore? We were thinking somewhere near the border anyway. So, just to get away from everything that's going on. This music is entirely too whimsical for this scene. So
yeah, it went from like whimsical to serious at like 60 seconds flat.
Well, is there anywhere you recommend?
I've discovered that I have a sister up north.
Up north?
She's one of the druids.
In Elysia?
In Elysia, yes. Wintergate didn't seem too terrible a place.
It's quite cold up there, but we don't really know anyone up in that area. We were talking about Fouchus, or near the border between Southmore and Fouchus, because it's more peaceful out that way, generally speaking, especially in the farmlands areas. But if you think it's not safe, we can pivot if we need to.
I know.
No, go ahead.
I know that things seem tense here, but You're certainly more protected in Okurai than you would be out in farmland, however peaceful it might seem.
You think it's better to stay?
I know coming from me, this will probably sound terrible, but yes. At least right now, there's a lot of, and he puts his hand up to his neck, and he rubs over where the white fur is growing through the black where the scar is.
She clocks it.
It's dangerous. And here, you're protected from the worst of what's going on out there.
You watch as she exchanges a look with Mirthal, who's kind of leaning in the doorway while the kettle is heating up, and you hear the kids chattering in the other room, totally unaware of what's going on. And he'll say, well, we were still in the slightly earlier stages of discussing this. There is a place for us to go out west, but if you think it's better to stay here for the time being, then we can certainly consider and talk about it. If you're saying it's dangerous out there, then he shrugs. I don't want to put the kids in further danger, but...
And we haven't made it west specifically yet, but what we have heard about dealings aren't positive. I'd be concerned about being collateral damage.
They'll both nod to that. That's a good point. You're the adventurers. I will definitely take that under heavy advisement. We might stay after all.
And you didn't hear it from me, but people have been dispatched to try and fix what's going on. And from what I heard, exactly. And from what I've heard is the West is having a hard time checking in as well. So it's just, I don't think right now is safe. But I'm definitely will keep an ear to the ground to hear if the situation gets better.
I see. All right. We will keep our ears open and stay ready in case anything happens here. If it gets any worse or things change too much here, I can't promise you that we'll stay.
Listen, you're parents now. I wouldn't expect anything else than your own instincts.
She'll kind of she'll hesitate a little bit, but if you don't stop her or pull away or anything, she'll politely put her hand on your shoulder and say, "Thank you for understanding. There was a rumor about moving the orphans out of the Vale, and so we made a decision. Normally we would have waited for you because I know that you've wanted to adopt those 3 forever, but we didn't want them to get separated. So we took action."
He raises his hand and pats the back of her hand before saying, I'm glad. You both have always been very on top of things.
We certainly try. We're trying to keep an eye on Tawny too, but she is very much her own person now.
Oh, yeah.
I think she has been determined to follow in your footsteps.
Everyone's always told me I've been a bad influence.
Well, I think in this case, the amount of discipline she seems to have now, it might be a good influence. But she hasn't come around as much as a result.
The training's hard from what I saw. You know, I went to visit her in the Night Step Dojo last time I was here. You know, walked her home. And it seems a lot is expected of her. I'm sure, you know, her sensei is very, you know, she wants to, for all her rebellion, and he looks at Rev, it's important to know, Tani loves being seen as, like, capable.
That doesn't sound like anyone I know.
Cadre will actually laugh at that. Yes, it seems to run in the family, doesn't it?
Act on all sides.
Is it really an attack if we're not wrong?
The truth can still be hurtful.
It's at this point that Mirthal starts serving the tea to each of you and themselves in turn before calling for the kids to come join at the table. There is shockingly still some treats left in the box as they bring the box back for the rest of you to pick at. Though they definitely have sticky little fingers and evidence of crumbles and little sugar evidence on their faces, because they've obviously been stuffing their damn faces with these treats, as they just kind of sit there and have their tea and act as though they didn't eat the majority of the treats already. Oh, so politely and suddenly very quiet after nomming on all of their treats. Godra just shakes her head because she sees how messy they are. She's like, boys will be boys, I suppose.
You used to stuff your face with taffy whenever you could get it.
Yes, I did. But I was also 7. And they'll also bring out like little things like, you know, cheese, bread, the typical Latin spread of like cake and things all on the table. Maybe some onigiri, and some fruit. And just a mishmash of different things to serve up to you both. Well, I'm sure the kids have questions. She glances over to Rory and Vaughn, except Vaughn is the one who speaks up first this time. Have you fought a dragon? Again? Eyes emoji!
We befriended a dragon on the mountaintop.
What was their name?
I also do not remember, but Red remembers.
Vesticure the kind.
Vesticure the kind. They guarded the druid encampment on the mountain.
The kids kind of look to Godre and Mirthal because they're like, they don't know that name. They're little kids. They're, you know, maybe 10, 11 at this point, or something like that, around that age. But both Mirthal and Godre look surprised. They're like, you mean from the storybooks? Like, Vesticure? Like the big white dragon?
The very same.
Thanks to Rev's quick thinking, we got to ride on Vesticure's back.
That's amazing. And the kids are like, you rode a dragon? That's the coolest thing ever. Can you call him now? Can he come visit? Can you call him
Unfortunately,
right now?
he's busy taking care of the druid encampment.
No.
But you guys have an aunt that I just met.
What's her name? What's she like?
I have also forgot my sister's name. I'm the best player.
Oh my god, I'm dead. Saylin Fangbreaker.
Yeah. Her name is Saylin, and she is one of the leaders of the druidic encampment there.
Wow, does that mean you're a druid too?
No.
Oh.
Seems that everyone else in my family is, but...
Maybe you have druid powers, but you just don't know it yet.
That's when he looks over at Rev, and he gives her a wink, and he's like, I have a new power.
What is
And
it?
then he's like, what do you think? Let's see, maybe a knight from one of the stories. And he stands up, and he's gonna cast mage armor on himself, Mandy. And he's gonna model Sin's magical aura is like a misty purple. Right, very Mistlost purple, right,
Yeah.
and it forms like a full helm and everything, like a knight out of the storybooks.
As this purple mist kind of swirls around you, forming into this armor, this helm, breastplate, greaves, all of it, and kind of shimmers so that it's not as heavily visible, perhaps, as real armor would be. The kid's jaws dropped, eyes wide. Gaudre, who has never seen you use magic, because she's a bit of a magic user, is just like, what? Huh? Where did you learn this from? This is amazing.
Thanks. I think he would have told Rev before this that he accidentally activated mage armor when he got spooked by like a bunny, like when they were coming down the mountain in Elysia. So Rev knows that the story of finding out that he can do this is not that like it is not that cool. But he's just like, I made good friends with a powerful druid, and I may not be a druid myself, but he helped me find a little bit of magic in me.
Wow. And Gaudre's like, impressive. Which druid?
He again, like he's sharing a joke, like with Rev. He looks and he sort of like grins. He's like, Valdin.
Gaudre has to put her tea down because she's just like, I'm sorry? What? Mirthal's like, you mean like the sage?
Yeah.
Holy shit. And Gaudre and the kids in unison are like, language. Faray says, Mirthal, you have to put a coin in the jar now. He just like rumbles and fishes in his pocket and walks over to a jar on the other side of the room that he puts a copper in.
God, you guys would be rich if I was back here right now.
Swear jar, yep.
I mean, that's not as cool as like Revelation. But he gestures. He's like, yeah, I got to meet Veldin. He's a pretty cool guy.
Wow, that's amazing. And I think the conversation will kind of continue for a bit. You enjoy some snacks, some tea, regaling the kids with tales of your adventure, leaving out the gruesome bits, I'm sure, and just telling them the highlights, the cool parts, seeing, fairy portals and dragons and meeting the oracle and all of these crazy things that you've experienced that didn't necessarily involve getting your head chopped off, or almost chopped off, and the cities that you've seen and the towns and just all of these wonderful things that you share with them and regale them for a couple of hours before moving on to your destination to visit Revelation's parents. Meanwhile, we're gonna over to we're gonna go to Aurora. Aurora, what are you doing?
Okay.
Are you visiting the Palisade after all of this?
Yes, and asking Nikita if she wants to come with.
Of course.
Great, because you can help me pick what I'm gonna pack for when we leave too. And she
Okay.
drags Nikita over to the Palisade, and her first mission is to say hello to her dad and to go and talk to Nanny Opal. But
Oh.
she plans to speak more with her dad after when her mom's around.
Yeah, you go and see your dad, Ragnus, and visit with him a little bit. He's so happy to see you. Gives you the biggest hug. Will if Nikita allows a hug, he'll give her a hug as well, or will shake her hand, whatever she's more comfortable with.
She'll accept the hug.
Oh yeah, so he'll give her a hug.
Mm.
It's so good to see you both. I did receive missive from your mother to expect you here, but it is so great to see you both here, and he
Thank
will.
you. We missed you.
Yeah, he'll notice some of the remnants of the injuries you've all had, or the two of you have had. Are you well? Is there anything I can do?
Oh, I think we're doing much better now.
All right.
Thank you. I do want to talk to you and mother about something, but I think
Okay.
that's better saved for when we're together.
Sure.
But I did think it would be cool to give you a little preview of I met a dragon.
Oh. So. Okay.
Have you ever heard of Vesticure the Kind?
Yes. He's legendary.
He's as cool as they say.
We met and we got to fly together, and like he wants to teach me more about what I can do.
That's amazing. So you have a mentor.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Congratulations. That's and from someone so legendary. I didn't know Vesticure was still alive. That is incredible. Your mother would love to hear about this, I'm sure. So save all the details for when we talk later. I definitely want to experience all of your tales in real time together. I think your mother would appreciate that quite a lot.
Yeah, it seems like she could use distraction from what's happening.
Of course. Well, your grandmother, she is here. I am sure he looks at the. Excuse me. He looks at like the clock on the wall, and He kind of looks out the window to see, what time of night it is. She should be up and about. It's probably right about tea time, I would say.
Oh, if we hurry, maybe there's snacks. Thank you. See you later. And we'll drag Nikita off to another
She'll just
part of
wave.
the palisade.
Yeah, he'll give Aurora a loving pat on the back, and give Nikita a friendly smile and a nod as you exit out the back door into the yard area of the palisade, to where a little guest house sits, nestled amidst some trees and shrubbery. Beautiful flowers and a small fountain sit in front of this little home, where you can see smoke coming from the chimney and the faint smell of cookies wafting through the window as you approach Nanny Opal's cottage.
When I'm like 100 feet away, Aurora's pointing at the house and with the message spell directly into her nanny's head.
Mm-hmm.
It's Aurora, I'm here. And she will then bust through the door.
She'll reply, "Come in, dear." "Oh, there you are." And she just kind of, you see her, she peeks her head through the kitchen. She hears you, dressed in modest dark robes, a dark long dress, pretty simple, nothing particularly ornate. Her hair is kind of tied back into a braid that has a little flame at the end of it, as she just kind of immediately opens her arms to you because she knows. "Come here, little Ember." And she will scoop you up into her arms and give you a little kiss on the forehead.
Full snuggle hug. And you remember Nikita?
Hello.
"Yes, it's wonderful to see you again. Come here, dear." And she'll bring it in.
She'll hug her back.
Yeah, she'll give you a hug. She says, "You have impeccable timing. I was going through some things, and I wanted to talk to you once you returned, so it is good that you are here now."
You found a gift for me?
"Yes, I did." And she will serve you both tea, put out a plate of cookies, and will sit down at the little corner round table with you. It has one of those like lace doily style, like the crochet doily style kind of tablecloth. Obviously, like the interior design of this place are like the heavy draperies. It's kind of whimsy goth in here. It's a little bit witchy, but very respectable and ornate. And she just kind of sits down with you both. Something particular, Nikita, that you notice, because you are not used to being in such opulent kind of spaces as the Incineratus Palisade. The china on the table looks ancient. It looks hand-painted and very fine. It is gilded on the edges with gold. And it is... You expect that just the little tea set you're using now is probably worth more than all of the party's gear combined. And she will kind of sit down with you both after serving you the tea, and says, "Well, I'm sure you have incredible tales to tell about your adventures, but I have something I want to task you with, in fact."
Oh, of course. What do you need?
She will fold her hands and kind of lean her chin on top of them and says, "I know you are aware of the barrier and the state of it.
yes, we're gonna have to leave again shortly to hopefully it'll leave.
And which direction are they sending you in?
Sending?
Where
To
are you
the
going
east.
after this? To the east. Excellent. How fortuitous. I believe that there is something that you can do to help.
To help the barrier?
Yes. I was looking through some family heirlooms and I found some things that belonged to Lapis, other than the journal. And for the folks at home who might not remember, this is related to Lapis Ashspark's journal, which Aurora is currently in possession of. It is a generational grimoire of sorts that has been written in by every generation of the Ashsparks who have the kind of magic that Aurora has.
All three of them before Aurora, right?
Yes. There was Lapis Ashspark. There was Azlinsa, who did not have magic. There was Farani, who did. Your grandmother Opal, who did not have the kind of magic you have. Who then had your father, who then had you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep. I'm sorry. Ashlinza, I got the wrong name there. So there's Lapis, Farani, and then you.
Oh, okay. Got
Yep. Ashlinza Ashspark was Lapis's mother. Essentially, you are the third in the line of women from the Ashspark line, essentially, from the point of Lapis specifically.
Got it. Okay. So Nanny Opal had said that she had found another item.
Yes. I found some letters, some papers. And I spoke to a diviner about it.
Oh. We got deep in magics, huh?
Desperate times call for desperate measures, my dear.
Right, yes.
I don't know that your father or I have ever told you about this, given that your training has only really properly begun in recent years. And more so now than ever. There is an Ashspark family tomb. I would like for you to visit it. I think if you can commune with either Farani or Lapis, that you might be able to learn something that can help the Veil.
In the tomb, where is it?
It's in the Amaria Wilds.
Yes, definitely. I should go. Is there a map, or is it more I have to look for it? Because I might need help with that.
You will need a landmark, my dear. The wilds don't work in quite the same way as you might expect from maps. Though there are some things in stationary areas, other things tend to shift about. If you look for a crescent-shaped pool at the bottom of a waterfall, on the southern edge of that pool is a willow tree. Underneath that tree is a headstone that will lead you into the tomb.
By the tree, crescent-shaped pool, bottom of the waterfall, like noting down.
If you look in your journal, dear, if you look in the grimoire, there may be an illustration of the place I speak of, if I'm remembering right. These old memories fail me sometimes, but I think there is something there.
Thank you. That's a great idea. I probably should spend a little more time with this.
She nods. I never had cause to go there, but since the situation does not seem to be getting any better, it's worth a try. The grimoire, she'll tap on, if you've taken the book out, she'll tap on the cover of it.
Yes.
This is your link to the other generations. I can only guide you so far, given that my magic is limited to little things. And she'll, produce, like little dancing lights before dismissing them. I can't do magic like you can. I can point you in the direction that I know. Someone as powerful as Lapis surely has something. Your friend, the bard, she may be able to help you.
Yeah, she loves cleaning graves and stuff. It would be nice.
She'll nod. If anyone is strong enough, it is the Ash Spark line. Despite the Incineratus name, Ash Spark will always live on.
You're right, Nanny. Through me, through us, through this. And she'll touch the book.
She nods. Now that the business
Hey,
is
but
out
do
of the
you
way.
want to hear my really good news?
Oh, yes, of course. Absolutely.
We met a dragon! And Aurora
A
launches into the
dragon?
full story of meeting Estakir with Nikita's help, because I feel
Yeah.
like Nikita has some good descriptions.
And some old stories of Estakir too, but I mean, she's Nanny Opal, so.
So you regale Nanny Opal with stories of Vestakir the Kind and how he truly lives up to his name. You talk about maybe some of the things that you have seen on the mountain.
You leave out the beheadings.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody does when they have those conversations, unless otherwise stated. I wouldn't be surprised if Dayu brought those things up, but I don't know about anybody else. Yep, you're catching strays because you're on mute, motherfucker.
Like, I won't unmute. Leave me out of this. I'm so delicate and demure over here, and you guys just leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
I'm doing nothing.
I'm doing nothing. We'll get to you next. And she'll say, oh my god, what was my line of thought? You talk about your journey, you regale her with some stories, you have some snacks, some tea. She pampers the both of you, of course, spoils you rotten for a little while, gives you whatever you want, and gives you, a little bit of advice. You learn about the wilds and how the utmost respect must be given to the Amario Wilds if you want to navigate it properly, and how it is best to have.
Reading my mind.
And how it is best to, after a couple of years and then some, I think I know a thing or two about you guys. She'll also tell you, it's good to have a, someone who is of druidic descent with you, or somebody who is from the Amario Wilds to kind of help you along with your journey, because the wilds react differently to individuals who are connected to nature in that way. So, that is essentially...
Just as a little...
Yeah, please.
Oh. I was just gonna say, just as a little visual note while this entire thing is happening, because everything is so, like, old-looking and dainty, Nikita is very, at first, kind of, like, stiff at the chairs and just try not to touch anything, but then once everyone starts, like, sipping at the tea, she's gonna be, like, very... the most delicate you've, like, probably ever seen her be with an inanimate object. So just wanted to throw that in there. Just because she's not the most, yeah.
I'm just getting an image in my head of Kronk with a tiny little teacup just going like this.
Yeah, literally. Exactly.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I love it.
Now, Nikita, is there anyone you want to visit while you are here?
I think I'd like to maybe buy some tea and go visit Iragon, but before I actually go to do so, Aurora, would you like to come with me to meet up with Iragon? I have been kind of doing this ever since I met her before we left. Not long.
Oh.
But she told me I was welcome, so you're welcome. I'm being so fucking weird, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to go with you?
Of course.
I mean, I will if you want me to.
Of course. She's another dragon, super cool. Maybe she could enlighten you with something else.
That would be very nice. And also, I'm glad that you have someone to visit here all the time. I mean, helps make sure you'll keep coming back, right?
Of course. For you. Ultimately.
Yes, of course.
Welcome, Raiders. So you go out, you purchase some tea to bring to the Veil Guard.
Shopping cart too.
Sorry? What?
Tea shopping.
Tea shopping.
Strawberry?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Strawberry?
Strawberry what?
Nothing. I just thought she was saying a flavor or something. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you get whatever flavors you want for your gun. You go on your merry little way back to, I almost said the set task, to the Veil Guard HQ, where you go and seek an audience with Irgon, Lady of the Skies. And I think it's this one. I think this is the music for her.
It's my favorite part.
well, I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. You are allowed in because Nikita pretty much has a free pass to visit Irgon whenever at this point. Yeah, this is, there we go. And you enter into the, you go through the little courtyard with the columns and the fountain with the little colorful fish in it, and find your way to the very large doors that lead into this kind of antechamber-like building in the middle of the HQ, where Irgon tends to hang out, hold court, do her work, whatever the case might be. She tends to be a pretty solitary creature for the most part, except when needing to do business with others. You are let into the room, and inside, rather than the very, very, very large silver dragon that you typically see here, you see her in the elderly woman form. She's got a large staff that she has kind of sitting in a stand that's next to her desk. It looks very ornate, and she stands up from her chair. Yeah, she's in grandma form. She stands up from her chair and says, "Oh, Nikita, it's good to see you again. Come in, come
Hello.
in. And Miss Incineratus. It's good to see you as well."
Hi.
I brought tea.
Excellent. It seems you have remembered my advice. She looks very pleased with the fact that you have done this. The advice that she gave you seemingly so long ago at this point. Way the fuck back in episode 1.
Pretty much, yeah.
53 episodes ago, chat. And she will very graciously take the tea from you and motion for you both to sit if you'd like to sit. And she will certainly be doing the same. Though she probably can move a lot faster and is stronger than both of you combined. She still moves like an old woman as she kind of very slowly lowers herself into the chair carefully. And
Method acting.
just kind of sits across from you.
How have you been with everything?
It is, there is a lot going on. But at least for the moment, things are stable. The Kaligo Shirei are doing all they can.
We are
Oh, go ahead.
we are heading to the wilds next. We've been told it's alive and moving, and I've heard we need landmarks. I don't think T's going to work with anything there, except for the people that we eventually find. But it's not like we could give it to the plants. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Do you have any insight on the wilds or anything?
She will nod. In terms of the wilds, you have been to some dangerous places before. You've been through Southmoor. You've gone to the Hallowgate Necropolis and managed to navigate the Undercity there. You've climbed Mount Ceres, which I can't recall the last time a mortal has done so.
It was hard. Very.
You have weathered great dangers. This is no different from the dangers that you have faced thus far in terms of the sorts of tribulations that lay before you. There is much history in the wilds, more than I could ever accurately describe to you. Ancient ruins, rifts to other planes, living trees, both friendly and hostile. There are fey creatures there. There are all manner of fantastical things unlike anything else in the world. Cities in the tops of trees. Legends of maidens that protect the lakes. There is more than I could ever possibly describe waiting for you there. I must urge you to be potentially more cautious than you've ever been before. It is extremely easy to become lost in these places.
It's hard to practice caution when we're very pressed for time, it seems.
If we have a guide to help us, is the danger that the guide will be confused, or that we'll be lured away from them?
I would say yes to all of those things. You could become separated from your guide. Your guide could be confused if they are not an expert of the wilds. Most hunters that are not from the Amaria wilds do not go there. And I know you are traveling with Lord Redfang, but I would expect that someone as expert as he would understand his limitations. He is a man of the plains. He is a man of the swamps. The land of Southmore are his domain. I don't expect that he knows much about the Amaria wilds, but I'm willing to be surprised.
Yes, we're going to have somebody from here escort us, but don't know if it's somebody who's had experience in the wilds before. I'm just a little bit worried about putting more people from the Vale in danger. But it's important for us to make this journey.
I worry about that person, that guide, being helpful, but also a liability in a way, to put it in kind of harsh terms.
She'll nod. I understand. It depends on their level of skill and experience, of course. Who is able to go, who's willing. I expect you might have a difficult time finding someone who is willing to join you on this journey. If failing everything else, the best thing you can do is make friends with some of the individuals who live in the wilds. They call themselves the wild folk, but that name stretches to any and all who live in the Amaria wilds. Elves, fae, humans, name it. If they are of the wilds, that is what they call themselves. If you are able to get the favor of some of the natives there, some of the individuals who live there, they may be able to give you things that will help the wilds see you in a different way. Or be more accepting of your presence. The more intrusive you are, the harder the wilds will fight.
My concern is, you've heard of the Festering. You know of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
How would the wilds respond to something like them? What if we were already showing up to the wilds fighting them off and potentially failing? The wilds already sound volatile as it is. The Festering is a whole other thing to consider.
It is extremely likely that if the Festering do infiltrate the wilds, that the wilds would fight back. I understand that the Festering burn things. They're acidic in a way. They are like the cinders of magma, from what you have said and from what I have seen and heard. The wilds are a bit stronger than that, for the most part. That is not to say that we shouldn't be worried. If the wilds are destroyed, so much of druidic civilization will be lost. So much of us will be lost, even if it does not ever touch the Veil of Night. The history, the relics, the magic there. It is the most powerful place on this planet. And if it is destroyed, I do not wish to say all hope is lost, but it would be extremely dire.
Is there anything you want to ask her about where we're going, what we're doing?
Well, the only thing I wondered was to confirm about the wilds if you had heard of the herbal throne and if it could potentially be influenced by the sorts of forces who influence the Festering. I know of it as a legend, but it might be real. And if it's real, I worry that the one who controls the Festering could try to control it.
She will nod. The Arboreal Throne, though it is officially a legend, it certainly exists. Morrigan the Great sits upon that throne.
I heard they haven't heard from her.
I have heard the same. That could mean a number of things. She may be busy protecting the throne. She may have been harmed. The throne may have been compromised. It is possible that defensive measures were put in place and she is unable to respond as a result. What that might look like, I do not know.
So could be bad, could be not so bad, but probably not good.
No, I would not expect it to be good, no. It could be at a standstill if she is not answering. If she were to die, we would know.
Okay. If she were to die, what would happen to the wilds and the throne?
The throne would seek someone new.
Hmm.
But
Is the throne also alive in the way people talk about the wilds being alive, or is it just a throne?
oh yes, it is
Oh,
alive.
okay.
It is sentient. It chooses who sits on the throne. You do not win it through some contest or whoever sits there has the power. It chooses. And if someone unworthy sits upon the throne, they get nothing. But if you are chosen, you get everything.
That's kind of reassuring, to be honest. I mean, hopefully it's like on our side and not on the side of fiery monsters, but you know, sounds like it would be.
I will not tell you that there is certainty that it could not be corrupted, but in all this time I have never seen it. And the throne is the oldest living thing on Terra.
Okay. Well, of course, for the Morgan's sake, I hope she's okay. But it is. We also have to protect the throne, it looks like. Well, we're there. If the festering has already made its rounds.
It's just as important to find as the Morgan, I think you're right.
I would say that
And
should be our
is-
main objective, is to find Morrigan.
Is the throne the seat of power, the druidic seat of power as well in the area? Like, are those two
It is...
one and the same?
It is part of it.
Okay.
I cannot say more. But you will know the other one when you see it. It will be
That's happened.
obvious. It will be obvious. They're not terribly far from one another, but the throne is one, yes. They are connected. Technically, it's one thing, but she kind of shrugs. Now, I hate to cut this conversation short, as I know you have many questions. But
Stories.
I am sure I will receive a report. Unfortunately, fortunately for you, you caught me before I must sequester myself as well. I need to gather energy should I need to defend the Veil again. So,
Okay.
the next time you visit, I may not be available.
Okay.
Thank you for visiting, though. It is good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Of course, dear.
Really quick recap. Her mentor is a dragon. She just really quickly gives a cliff notes
Oh,
before we go.
Perfect.
Because I just want to. I feel like Nikita just wants to tell her everything that happened, and then just yeah. But since
And
you're busy,
just
bye.
oh.
Yeah.
I think before you leave, she would look to Aurora and say, though I am not deeply familiar with Festakir, he should prove to be a fantastic mentor for you. And, of course, should you ever need my assistance, let me know.
Could I?
I appreciate it very much.
Could I give you a hug? Is that weird?
Oh, not at all. She will, open her arms to you. Come here.
She'll
Pull you in.
duck down and give her a hug.
Yeah, because she's in human form. This silver dragon, this giant fucking silver dragon who is ancient as fuck, tiny little old lady. She absolutely will give you a hug, and kind of pat your back and say, "You are doing well. All of you are."
Thank you.
We have faith in you, you know.
It's scary.
It is.
I hope we can enjoy some tea together again soon.
We will. And with that, she will send you both on your way. Dayu, is there anything you would like to do? Anyone you would like to speak to while you are in the Veil of Night?
Honest to God, no.
No.
Really, not really. Things I'd
Okay.
like to do though are just stop by the temple because I
Okay.
gotta get my prayers in.
Yeah.
Gotta clean up a little bit, maybe say hi, but that's realistically it. I'm probably buying food for us. I
Yeah.
have jars to fill,
Mhm.
and I think I'm gonna be stocking up on fermented stuff that we could really enjoy.
Mhm.
That's it. Can't think of anything else.
Okay. I assumed you were gonna commune with Alunus Aran or, take Kazuhiko out or something, but
We got time for that? It's
if that's not the
11:30.
vibe,
That's
it is 11:30.
That's why I'm like, no, people have to say hi to their parents and shit. So
You know what? That's a good point. How about this? Brain on anything that you might want to do in Okurai. I want to give Revelation more time to do parent stuff. So how about we call it here for the night, and we can finish up in Okurai next week. However long that takes. I assumed you guys would want to spend a couple of episodes in the city anyhow. Plus, you still need to talk to Melan Reflection, the sole overseer of the Kaliko Shirai. Yeah. We will call it here for the evening. Thank you, everybody, for all of the raids, the follows, the subs, the gift subs and such. It's really wonderful to see all these new faces here. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to my lovely players, as always, for being so incredible. We will see you here, same bat time, same bat channel next week. So the 4th, June 4th. And we will see you then. Yay, pickles, kimchi, what else?
Exactly. You get it.
Yep. I don't think we have a broadcast of Curse of Sapphics this Friday. It's going to be the following Friday. So Saturday, tune in to Sanguine Dominion, the VTM game. I may or may not be present, but there will still be an episode on Saturday. Go watch Charmy, if nothing else. Charmy is amazing, and all the other players too. And yeah, we will have in a couple of weeks over on Magi RPG, Ignite Recall will be coming back. So if you have been a fan of our Andor / Cowboy Bebop style sci-fi adventure over on Magi RPG, in which I play Pink, the Doctor, the Stitch, I should say. That is coming back in a couple of weeks here, so stay tuned for that. If you have not joined our Discord, what the fuck are you doing? Please join our Discord. It's a cozy little space. We like to hang out. This is where you will get all the most up-to-date information about what's going on in the community. And also subscribe to the YouTube. This is where you can see VODs of past episodes. So if you are new and you missed the last bunch of episodes, I know there's a little community of folks who are binge watching Mistlost from the beginning. So you might want to find those folks and talk to them and, you know, maybe compare notes and geek out about what's happened in the campaign over the last 54 episodes, as well as other games and things and stuff. So yeah, thank you all, and we will see you next week. Bye!
Thank you.